Over at the energetic form under the Bini Badini Earth-like form, we've been having a very good, intelligent conversation about our crystal batteries. And I like how Lindmutter said, you probably can't read it, but I'll read it to you. Heating the alum opens up the crystal doors. The water starts joining up and gassing off. Stop heating it and the water molecules left over go back into their little crystal rooms and close the door. If you heat the alum too much, all the water gases off and you end up with a amorphous powder devoid of water, no crystals. So how are we getting electricity from these? Basically what he's saying is when you heat it, the water and the molecule escapes. And when you stop heating it, the water that's left over goes back in hiding. Goes back into a room. So imagine a room, when you heat it up, the door opens, and when you cool it back down, the door closes. So you can't get to the water itself without opening that door. The only way to open that door is through heating. Heating is the key. I just love the way he put that. Basically, I got a little setup going here. I'm going to show you guys. I'm using Epsom salt. It's in a cup with magnesium and copper. Just Epsom salt. And you can see, you can feel Epsom salt, and it's a solid form. But it contains 7 molecules of water, H2O, along with the Epsom salt itself. But you can see clearly that it's a solid. This is very important. This is what Lindmutter is talking about. When you heat this Epsom salt up, you have the key, you open the door, and the water escapes. So, that's how you get the water out. But when you're not heating it, the water is trapped inside of a room. You can't get to this room. And I'm going to prove that to you. Very simply. Just very simply. Basically, let me just show you the, here we go. This is Epsom salt makeup. You can see here, that's your magnesium. That's your sulfate with the 4 right there. And everything else, all the H's and O's, that's your water. That's a lot of water. And there's the formula. So that's a lot of water. So technically, since I have the copper and magnesium in there, I should technically have a water battery, since it's mostly made of water. Well, if it's a water battery, I should be getting close to 1.7 volts. But you can see, it's just merely a couple millivolts. The reason why it even shows up millivolts is because we cannot reach an absolute zero. The water that's inside the cell is in a solid form. I have shown in a video frozen water battery that when it's in a solid form, it can barely produce a galvanic reaction. That's the voltage I was getting from that solid water battery. Or that's, yeah, basically solid water battery. And I got it solid very simply by freezing it. Right there, it's frozen. So when you freeze water, or when water is in a solid form, it does not act good to make a galvanic battery. So solid water equals bad galvanic battery. So there you have it, my simple experiment. If this cell was if this crystal was interacting with the water molecules, then I should be having something producing much higher voltages. I mean, here, I don't know what, here, let me try this. Let me get a cup. Alright, got me a cup right there. I'm going to take some distilled water. I'm going to make just a very simple galvanic battery. Alright. Reason why this galvanic battery is going to work is because the water is in a liquid form. So I'll take my 2 electrodes, magnesium and copper, and you can watch as this liquid form of battery starts producing voltage. Now we're at 1.7, 1.8. That is a galvanic battery. The reason why it's galvanic is because the two metals are in electrolyte, which is a liquid, which is water. When water is in a liquid form, it makes a galvanic battery. But when it's in a dry form or a solid form, it doesn't really work to make a galvanic battery. So, there you have it. That's my simple experiment, simple theory. Even though Epsom salt or magnesium sulfate hydrated has 7 water molecules, a lot of water molecules, does not mean it's technically touching the water molecules. Okay? It's not opening the doors. Only way you can open the doors and let the water molecules out is through heat. So that's the best explanation I can give to you guys. It's just a great conversation we're having. It's the best idea I can come up with. It's yeah.